hello to everyone out there in Instagram, Facebook land. Happy Sunday on what appears to be, I don't know, day 1,000 a week, 5 million of quarantine time. And yeah, it's been a challenge. But I wanted to do a check-in and see how everybody was doing. Yeah, it's been an emotional roller coaster, hasn't it? And it took us all a bit to recover from this. And I wanted to do a great introduction of hi, I'm Chantel Kilmer. I'm a wine consultant and tell you a little bit about me. But you know what? We're gonna get there. We're gonna have plenty more time to get to know each other. Hopefully over some glasses of wine and some great discussions. And that's pretty much where I'd like to see us over the next course of weeks, months, I don't know, however long. But, I think this has been a difficult time for everyone. Everyone had to take their time to mourn, to grieve, to come to terms. So it's hard. A lot of us are working moms, stay-at-home moms with busy schedules, boss babes building empires, women with goals and dreams and working towards them, and all of a sudden this just hit us, and we had to come to terms with a lot, and we had to take our time to mourn and grieve, and however many days or weeks that took, and however it took us to do that, whether it was tears, confusion, anger, frustration, whatever. And we've done that. A lot of us have done that. Some of us are still doing that. But we're getting through it. A lot of us had to go through that grieving time, that mourning time of essentially losing our freedom. We really can't go and do like we used to. Everything's a challenge. Getting used to new schedules, teaching our kids at home if that's what has happened. Working from home, not being in an office and having to set up a whole setup. Yeah, that's tough. I'm having to do that, and that's been hard. I'm not at all comfortable like I was in my office. My office was great. Here, not so much. So we had to mourn our freedom a little bit, not being able to go and do and see our friends and have our normal routines, and that we had to go through. That was rough. Still rough, in a way. Mourning and grieving our identities, really. I mean, how many of us are finally, after years, seeing our true color and percentages of grays for the first time in years and going, oh my. The unibrows, the mustaches, the beards, no. No nails, we don't have our nails. They're back to our natural, thin, paper thin, breaking, not fun. So yeah, we're mourning our identities of what we built ourselves to be as women, in our various aspects. Having our video conferencing meetings and pretty much in sweats and socks and slippers, and so where is that fashion identity that we had? And when it was all said and done, at the end of the day, curling up on the couch and just feeling lost. So there was a lot to process, a lot to mourn, a lot to grieve, and it's been an individual challenge in a way, but a couple interesting things that I've been watching as this has just kind of kept on progressing. One, alcohol sales has skyrocketed since this began by 55%. Wine sales, 66% has grown that much. The increase is 66%. So why is that? I mean, why? And it's interesting because along with that, I've noticed at first, us women, we need our tribe. We need our girls. That's serious stuff right there. Whether it have been meeting for a quick lunch, having weekend plans, going to each other's homes, having wine time. Oh, what a cherished time that is. That was one of my favorite parts of the week, was my wine time with my tribe, my girl. Yeah. So it's been interesting to see that as women, we Didn't take us long. We're resilient. We figured it out really quickly that just because we couldn't physically be together with our friends, we could still be with our friends, with our tribe, with our peeps. How did that happen? Well, Zoom, Facebook, Skype, GoToMeeting, FaceTime, Facebook Messenger, I think, has even a video thing. Oh my goodness, there's so many ways for us to, even though we're not physically in the room, we're together. And a lot of us were like, oh no, we're not giving up our time. We're figuring this out. And many actually like scheduled meetings and put them in their calendars, and they were set in stone. And oh no, it is that meeting time with my friend, with my fellow queen. And a lot of times, sometimes it was one-on-one. You see just two friends getting together, or a group, and they had plans. Maybe they were going to do a craft together, or talk about a book or something like that. So it was really cool. But what was interesting is so many of these included wine. So asking what's in your glass during the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, not the beginning of the day, but the middle of the day of a work week wasn't such a weird question anymore, because that's when friends could get together, and it was beautiful. And so that's one of my goals right here, is for us to take this opportunity where so many now are ordering wine, curbside pickup, delivery. Now is the time to talk about wine and get to know wine, develop our palate, do different food and wine pairings, do reviews. So many are baking, cooking, and creating new things because they've got the time now. They're home. And so they're trying wines. So now's the time. I think this is the perfect time for us to start developing our palate and getting to know wines and sitting down together and maybe having a wine a week that we're all going to try. That would be fun. That's so fun. So hopefully we'll get to know each other really well over these next few, however long. And we're going to talk about some wine. Yeah, it's a hard time. But we're in this together. I know I've got a pretty solid tribe that I rely on, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the time, and I cherish it. And so, yeah, a lot of times it includes wine. And so I have some go-tos. So me asking what's in your glass, I will be asking that a lot, because I want to know. I want to know what you like. I want to know what you don't like. I want to know what you're willing to try. Yeah, because trust me, I've got some doozies. I have a couple go-tos. This is one of them that I'm popping open right now. Wait, you gotta love this sound. Oh, love that sound. So this is one of my go-tos. Rodney Strong Cap. Love. And I love his Merlot too. Have not tried his Pinot, but I've heard it's pretty good. So this one right now is just a really nice go-to for me, and I enjoy it very much. So if you want to try it, and shoot me a message or comment or something like that, or if we do some Zoom meetings, let me know what you think, because it is one of my favorites. Pretty good price point too, so it's not one that break the bank. So depending on where you go and what the sales are, it's anywhere from 15 to 20 a bottle. So not bad for a cap, especially since it's Sonoma County. Really good price point. So anyway, love, isn't that beautiful? So I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's hard. It's really hard, and I'm hoping this time to get together and talk about wine and food pairing, and getting to know your taste, and maybe offering some suggestions that you might enjoy drinking, and then taking it to your tribe and saying, hey, how about Friday night at 7 o'clock my time, we get together and we all try this wine and we talk about it and we catch up and decompress and enjoy our time, take advantage of it. Yeah, stay strong. We'll get through this. We're all going to come out of it a little bit better, I think. A lot of self-reflection, self-digging, seeing who you are, who you want to be, what you're doing now, what you'd like to do. I mean, I am working from home, so I'm still working, and it's a relatively new position for me. So I'm, with that still that newbie phase of getting to know it and love it. Got to be with my team, my brand new team, for a week before all this went down. So for the past, I guess we're now at 3 weeks, I think, I've been pretty much keeping in touch via text and group text and reaching out that way, and really seeing what my team is like, and they're resilient too. They've been doing fantastic during this time. So yeah, there's that. And in the midst of all of it, I decided, for years I played around with the idea, and I've dabbled in doing the wine consulting, and there's always something in the way, some reason. I was too tired, I was too stressed, I was too emotional, I was too this, I was too that. I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm still working. I got my work hours and working hard, trying to get to know my job and do my job well and get things done that need to be done even during this time. But I'm finally in that good space because I sat down and I kind of thought about what I needed next, what I needed to do. And it was the perfect time. So I did. I sat back and I looked at what I had already done, set in place, and thought, you know what? Here, this is the time. This is the time I'm going to do it. And so the last week and a half have been a really amazing journey for me, getting to know what steps I wanted to take next. And this was one of them. Do a vlog, get myself out there, introduce myself to people who are fellow wine lovers and or those who want to take a step into knowing more about wine. Your taste buds, your wine palate does not really develop until 30s for many. And so it does take time, and it takes a lot of experiment. Oh darn, we have to experiment with wine. But it does. It takes a lot. And sometimes it's, what did you pair with? What's your mood? Is it summer? Is it spring? Is it fall? Is it winter? What are you having for dinner? A lot of what you taste is based and related to your memories. And so I have some great memories from my wines that I've been having. This Rodney Strong. Great memories. Yeah. All right. I'm taking up way too much of your time now, so I am going to sign off. We've got this. And I'm hoping that you enjoyed this little vlog that I made, and hopefully we can build up on this wine tribe during this time. And any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to try to do vlogs. I definitely will follow up with a Rodney Strong review because I just popped it open, so I might as well. Yeah, stay strong, and we'll come through this, and we'll come through it better, and who knows, we'll come through it some pretty great wine experts out of this as well. All right.